Hello everyone, my name is Greg Younger. I'm the theater manager at the Circle Cinema, and we are excited to start rolling out new protocols and guidelines that will allow us to bring back some of the thoughtful entertainment to the citizens of Tulsa in a time where we could all use a little distraction. But before we can do that, we need to ensure that the safety of our employees and the safety of our guests is our top priority. Some of the things that you're going to find when you come to the Circle Cinema again is we've added 8 new sanitizing stations that will be located throughout the theater at a lot of entrance and exit points, and we're going to be installing sneeze guards at our concession stand area and also our box office area. And that's just to add an extra layer of protection and a barrier between the customers and the staff for just added safety. We're going to be adding a money only and a concession only line. So what you'll be able to do when you arrive is purchase your tickets and order all of your concessions and food at one designated area. We'll be cleaning the money with UV lights that we'll have installed. Then you can take your receipt over to the concession area and pick up your goods at that point. We'll also be adding a new card swiper that our guests will be able to swipe the card close to them to complete the transaction so that we minimize any contact between staff and guests. And just so you're aware, everyone here, all of the employees will be wearing gloves and masks through the entire time that you are here. We'll also be implementing social distancing floor markers. When you arrive at the theater and are waiting to either get your concessions or your ticket, you'll be able to notice clearly marked areas where we prefer our guests to stand, and that's to maintain a social distancing 6-foot barrier. We're going to be reducing some of the touch points that are common to a movie theater. So unfortunately for the time being, we're going to have to shut off the butter machine. That's one of the machines that gets frequently touched by guests and staff, and so we just feel like removing some of those things, we might help mitigate the risk of the spread of the virus. Also, our water fountains, unfortunately, are going to be shut off for the time being, but if you would like water, you can always purchase a bottle of water, or as always, we still offer our complimentary cup of fresh tap water. For the guests who have been to the Circle Cinema before, you know that we have a large gallery and meeting space that we typically are able to accommodate about 50 people. For the moment, we're going to keep that area closed. That's just to mitigate the risk of too many people clustering together. So for the time being, until we feel like it is safe to open that area back up, we're going to keep that area closed. Now, inside of the theater, you're going to be noticing some changes as well. There will be clearly marked areas designated for seating and also areas marked as reserved. And we have picked out seats within the theater that once guests are seated there, we'll be able to maintain the CDC's recommendation for social distancing even once inside the theater. For the comfort of our guests, we will not be allowing any late admittance to the theater. That is to avoid confusion as to the seating arrangement once you get inside of a darkened theater. Additionally, we will be limiting our show times in the beginning to afford staff an opportunity to have a solid hour to come in and clean and sanitize the theater, any of the touch points leading to and from the theater, door handles, armrests, cup holders. This just gives us time to ensure that the next group of guests that come through have a clean and sanitized theater to come to. Now, as per the governor's Open Up and Recover Safely guidelines, movie theaters were designated as Phase 1 businesses that could have opened as early as May 1st. However, everyone at the Circle Cinema felt that it just wasn't time yet, so we chose to wait. We felt that opening up too soon would just be irresponsible. We're not reopening the Circle Cinema for financial gain. In the beginning, honestly, it will probably have a negative financial effect. However, we just believe that institutions like this are part of everyone's overall quality of life and just mental well-being, places that you can come to and be entertained and enlightened. So we're very much looking forward to getting movies back on the screen, seeing some of our favorite customers again, smelling fresh popcorn again, and so we'll hope you all will come and join us for this. For an additional list of all of our new practices and guidelines, please visit circlecinema.org.